I'm too young to understand. They say I'm caught up in a
Loud and
dream.
clear. Your favorite
Well, life will
beats
pass me
always
by if I
near.
don't
Tune
open up
in,
my
tune out.
eyes.
Let
So
the
that's
vibe
fine by
begin.
me.
Overt
So
Radio,
wake me
spinning
up
hits
when
to
it's
win.
all over. When I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself in a
Overt, loud and clear. Your favorite beats always near. Tune in, tune out. Let the vibe begin. Overt Radio, spinning hits to win.
Okay, good morning, listeners, our lovely listeners out there, and welcome to Health Talk on Overt Radio. I'm your host, Ibuko, and today's topic is vaccinating facts against yellow fever. Are you ready to listen to this? Okay, the benefits, we're going to be talking about the benefits, the risks, and what parents should know. Now I want to start today's discussion with a video that's gone viral recently. In it, a parent shared the story of their infant who suffered serious complications after receiving the yellow fever vaccine. According to the video, the child experienced cardiac arrest shortly after the vaccination, which led to brain injury, loss of sight, and several physical challenges. This story has raised a lot of concern online, and it is understandable that parents are scared. But right now, I would love us to listen to the audio of the woman. But yeah, this is the important part of it. Why tragic events like this do occur in very rare cases. They are extremely uncommon. I want us to know today. Most children safely receive their vaccine and are protected against life-threatening disease. So today we want to examine the facts, the crisis, the risk, and what parents can do to make informed decision. So joining us today would have Mrs. Ayobami, a public health expert, to help us separate medical fact and fear, explain possible side effects, and guide parents on what to watch for before and after the vaccine. So I would love us to listen to the audio before we dive into today's topic. So I want you to stay tuned with me, don't go.
Guided by a beating heart. I can't tell where the journey will end, but I know where to start. They tell me I'm too young to understand. They say I'm caught up in a dream. Well, life will pass me by if I don't open up my eyes. So that's fine by me. So wake me up when it's all over. When I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost. So wake me up when it's all over. When I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost.
The others, they don't like us.
Yeah, I know.
Why?
Hold on now. Here is my wife and here is my daughter. Since on the 13th of April 2023, my wife took this child to hospital for a yellow fever vaccination, a normal immunization program. So immediately she was vaccinated now, she cardiac arrest. Her heart stopped beating, and that one led to her brain damage after a few months of treatment in the hospital. So since that time now, this child lost her sight. She can no longer see. As you can see now, her head cannot even position. She cannot make use of this her leave. She cannot walk. She cannot sit down. She cannot do anything. This is already 1 year plus now. Hold on now. Here is my wife and here is my daughter. Since on the 13th of April 2023, my wife took this child to hospital for a yellow fever vaccination, a normal immunization program. So immediately she was vaccinated now, she cardiac arrest. Her heart stopped beating, and that one led to her brain damage after a few months of treatment in the hospital. So since that time now, this child lost her sight. She can no longer see. As you can see now, her head cannot even position. She cannot make use of this her limbs. She cannot walk. She cannot sit down. She cannot do anything. This is already 1 year plus now.
Okay, welcome back to Overt Radio. This is still Health Talk on Overt Radio. For those that are just listening to us, you're welcome. Don't forget to follow us on all of our various social media handle, on X, on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. Don't forget to follow us on Overt Radio Live. Overt Radio Live. So that was the video of a woman, a man sharing the complication of our child receiving a yellow fever vaccine. So according to the video, the child experienced cardiac arrest shortly after the vaccination, which led to the brain injury, the loss of sight, and several physical challenges. So this story has really raised a lot of concern online, and it is understandable that parents that really watched the video are really scared at the moment. So I really need to address this story. I really need to address this kind of issue on air because of other people that might actually misinterpret this video to something else. They might be scared to go out there to take their children to take any vaccine. So please, I would be joining. The person that will be joining me right now is Mrs. Ayobami, a health specialist that will be joining me to put more insight about this. So I want you, my beautiful listeners, I want you to stick to me. Don't go anywhere. Stay with me and learn more from this topic we're about to dive in. Stay with me. We'll be right back. Let's go on a short music break. Stay tuned.
Follow person track if it take to be. It was shop in 1 minute. Again and again, me them no say no incident. Chemically feeding a milli. I be the blueprints where everyone want follow, even when they not believe. I'm still feeding a milli. Shetty Congo is different from a coco. Emila Coco. Shepenu Aba, no need to be tingo. What is the coco? The coco. Now the reason for this all. My street crack is in enjoyment. Give me your yeah. The most incredible. Out of my job, straight from my job. Street credibility. Check my phone. No be liar. I still no be liar. No be liar. See many feeling my melody, but they acting like they don't know me. They don't know. See mushy play for body. You be share on anybody. Tori mo wa versatile. Only no fish no feel recognize.
Okay, welcome back. This is Health Talk on Overt Radio. You're welcome back to our station for today. This is the program Line on Overt Radio. So I'm joined now with Mrs. Ayobami. Good morning, Mrs. Ayobami. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing, Mrs. Ayobami?
I'm doing pretty cool.
Okay, you're welcome to Overt Radio. I'm glad to have you here. Okay, quickly, so what we're about to discuss today. Can you start with why yellow fever vaccination is important for infants and what benefit is provided? Because I want our listeners to understand some things about it.
Okay. Yellow fever is a single dose that has a long life or a long-lasting immunity for children. It's a protection of yellow fever. It's vaccine is given to protect against the disease called yellow fever, the infection rather called yellow fever. So, and it's given from a child of 9 months and above. So this single dose very safe, effective. It is lifelong gain, and it helps to prevent the viral high risk of affected areas. For instance, if we have a yellow fever
Hello, Mrs. Aribami.
around,
Can you hear me, Mrs. Aribami?
or around probably Osun State
Okay.
or any state whatsoever,
Okay.
this vaccine will be given to adults and children, but it will be given to infants. Yeah, they don't give it to infants below 9 months. So it's given to children from 9 months and outbreak. So before the outbreak, yellow fever is given. So it helps to strengthen the immune system. So when you get to a place where there is an outbreak, you might not be affected. And it is also in pregnancies. That is why you see in most hospitals, they tell them, okay, you're given yellow fever first, so that it will help both the mother and the child in case there is an outbreak of yellow fever.
Okay, thank you so much, Mrs. Ayobami. Please, briefly, can you come again because I hardly hear you. So, because of my listeners out there listening to us, I guess where you are is kind of noisy.
Okay.
Thank you.
I said, yellow fever is a vaccine
Okay.
given to reduce the risk of the viral disease called yellow fever.
Okay.
Now, this vaccine is very effective. It is safe and it is life-giving. It is long life-giving. Like when you take a yellow fever this year, it doesn't mean you continue to take yellow fever every year. No. Once
Okay.
you are being vaccinated once, a single dose is a long life lasting.
Okay.
Aside from when there is an outbreak of yellow fever, probably in the state, and you want to visit that state, you will be advised by a medical practitioner to retake that vaccine. So it will help to strengthen your immune system so you won't be affected.
Okay. Okay.
It's given from, I said earlier, it is only given from 9 and above.
Okay. 9 and above. Okay.
Yes, 9 months and above. So it is not given to infants who are lesser than
9 months and
9
above.
months. Yes.
Okay.
So it's just 9 months and above. And pregnant, it is also safe for pregnant children. So
Okay.
it will keep them safe, both the mother and the child.
Okay, thank you for that clarification, Mrs. Ayobami. So, listeners listening to us on Overt Radio, most children who get the vaccine are fully protected against yellow fever, as what Mrs. Ayobami said, a potentially deadly disease. It takes care of that. So, vaccination saves life every day, which is why it remains a key part of routine immunization program worldwide. That is when you see everyone will always take immunization. That is why you see it is because it is important. That is why they take it. So to the next question, Mrs. Ayobami. To the next question. Of course, no medical procedure is without risk. So, Mrs. Ayobami, how common are several reactions like those described in the viral video? The viral video I played an audio earlier to my listeners and I sent it to you too. And what should parents know about potential side effects about the vaccination?
Okay. I do tell people, you see, there is nothing in this that have an effect. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Okay, yes.
Yeah, so the same way this vaccine is safe and very effective, it also has its effects. We have conditions like swelling of ejected parts. We have conditions like we have neurological effects.
Okay.
Like numbness of the body, like the the hand of the person can just go numb, or the leg can just go numb, or the brain can just stop at a part, stop working for a little while, and just come back. We have different kind of. We have headache.
I'm here with you, Mrs. Arabami. Okay, I guess that was a technical niche. That was okay.
We have temperature.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you better.
Okay. So
We are here with you, Mrs. Arabami. Okay, I think the network is really bad at our side. Okay. Listeners, I'm sorry for that. We'll try to give our call back, and I would love us to go back on a short music break. I want you to stay tuned with us, our beautiful listeners that have been following us back to back on here. This is still Health Talk on Overt Radio. Stay tuned with us. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in a minute.
Then I'm the mess you need. If you can use a failure, I failed so many times.
Okay, welcome back. This is still Health Talk on Overt Radio. For those that have been following us, thanks for always tuning to this program. If you are not following us, go and follow us on all various social media handles, on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok, on X, Overt Radio Live, Overt Radio Live, Overt Radio Live. And if you want to call in, you can call in 081 69 50 27 40. If you have any complaint, then if you cannot call, you can definitely drop a comment on the same high 081 69 50 27 40. Okay, quickly, we are still joined to Mrs. Ayobami. Okay, Mrs. Ayobami, are you there?
Hello.
Okay, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you were saying something earlier.
Okay, so I said there is nothing. There is no advantage without a disadvantage.
Okay.
So this vaccine also has its effect. The same way it is safe and very effective.
Okay.
It also has its effect. We have different effects. We have neurological conditions, like we have nerves of the body. We have serious allergic reactions, like we have headaches. We have rash. We have stomach pain. We have tiredness. We have yellow of the skin, of the eyes. We have a lot of things, that could, in short, we have dark urine.
So, Mrs. Ayobami, moving forward, what does neurogene means? I want us to break it down because of our listeners listening to us.
I can't get you.
What does neurogene means, rather?
Neurogene or neurological.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Neurological. This is neurological.
Okay, what does it mean?
Yes, neurological. Yeah, neurological disease or disorder means the disease of the central or peripheral nervous system.
Okay.
It means the most essential bodies are being affected, like the brain. We have the spinal cord, we have the muscles, so that the neurological bodies of the neurological part of the body.
Okay. So how does it concern the yellow fever?
Yes. So those when the effects of the yellow fever now.
Okay.
We can have neurological disorder.
Okay.
Those parts of the body can be damaged. So the brain, when the brain does not function well, it can cause the numbness of the body. One part of the body can just go numb. It will stop working.
Okay.
Yeah. So the muscles can also stop working. The muscles can also stop numb. The liver, the kidney of the body can also be affected by this same yellow fever. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. So when all these things, all these effects, you have headache, you're tired, you have stomach upset,
Okay.
you notice you have black urine, and etc. Immediately you see this after taking the vaccination, please proceed to the doctor for complaint.
Okay.
Yeah, because the longer you wait, the longer you affect, it affects your system.
Okay, you talking about urine. Does it have a specific color it comes out with? Because
Of course,
okay.
of course.
Okay.
We have yellow, we have pale, we have different kind of
Okay.
color. And each color signifies the kind of disease you have in your body, the kind of
Okay.
infection you have in your body.
Okay.
Yeah. So once you have a dark urine, definitely there's something wrong with your kidney.
Okay.
So move immediately to your doctor.
Okay.
So they'll have to check you, diagnose, and give you things that can help you out. So the longer you wait, the longer your system will get damaged. And that's what people do not know. So they'll feel, oh, I'm seeing rash on my body. They would feel that, okay, I took this vaccination a week ago, and I'm seeing this thing. They would the doctor.
Okay.
Instead of them, they will now start doing how will I put it? A natural homemade, or I don't know how to put it.
Yes.
Experience. In short, I met a woman not quite long. The child is having an eye problem, an infant, for crying out loud.
Okay.
And I studied the child, and I said, okay, fine. This child is going through this. Just by the sight of the child.
Okay.
The way I'm saying the child, I can diagnose at least 50% of what is actually happening to the child. So I told the woman, and the woman said, no, the neighbor told her that the child is having measles. I said, measles has happened. Is your neighbor a medical practitioner? She said, no. Is your neighbor a doctor? She said, no. Is your neighbor into the health sector? She said, no. How do you know? How do you know this child is having measles? He said, the woman said she has been into childbirth for a long time, and she can tell if a child.
Wow, that's wrong.
The neighbor had to tell the woman to get an alcohol and put into the child's eye.
Wow. That's serious.
Men looking at the child, I said, this child is having issues with closing his eyes. He could not close his eyes very well. So there's discomfort. The woman said, yes, that shall be putting alcohol into the baby's eye. I said, wow, you just want to kill you want to get your child. Just get your child, go to the hospital immediately. And immediately they got to the hospital. The child had infection. It was infection and not measles.
Wow.
So
wow.
that's how ignorant people can. So So once you see, okay, you have this kind of condition, you go to a well reputable hospital.
So, Mrs. Ayobami, like what limits, like if the person is seeing those reactions, those symptoms, like what limit, like how many hours does it take for the person to visit the nearby hospital or any doctor, any medical doctor?
I'll tell there is no limit. Once you notice there is a symptom on your skin, in your body, or in any waste product you bring out of your body, with immediate effect, you go to the hospital.
Okay,
delay might be dangerous.
Delay might be dangerous. That's the important thing. Delay might be dangerous. So we are moving out of time already. So, Mr. Abram, before we move to the next question, this lame, the audio we played earlier, the child experienced cardiac arrest. So what I want to ask now is with the vaccination she took. So what I want to ask now is, does this kind of thing occur all the time or just once in a while?
Yeah, like medically, it is just a 90% over 10%. Like 10% people complain about the effect. So it now tells us that yellow fever vaccination is good, but the effect must be 10%.
Okay.
So people complain about this vaccination and not more. So the advantage is more than the disadvantage.
Okay. So does it occur in rare cases or just occur normally like that?
It occurs in rare cases.
Okay.
Yeah, it is not very common. That is why it is very, very common. You see everybody talking about a yellow fever is not a good vaccination, it's not this. But take a look at COVID-19 vaccination.
Okay.
Majority vaccination. Because they felt, my neighbor took it and he fell sick. My neighbor took it and he died. My neighbor took it and this. My neighbor took it and that.
Okay, moving to the next question, Mrs. Ayobami. What precautions should parents take before bringing their child for vaccination, and what should they observe afterward?
Okay, this is it. All parents, if you have an infant of 9 months, okay, let me say a toddler of 9 months,
okay,
and your toddler is being given, your baby is being given yellow fever vaccination.
Okay.
Please follow the doctor's advice.
Okay.
Don't go beyond the doctor's advice. If your doctor asks you to do this, please do it. And for adults, once you are being vaccinated, don't go beyond the doctor's advice. We have people that after this, they will go to drink alcohol, they will go to now start. You can't take a vaccine, go through a strenuous job. No. The doctor will ask you to get a rest after your vaccination. So those advice are going to make you good. So they will do you good. But if you go against the advice, it will do you bad. So that is just it.
Okay, thank you so much, Mrs. Ayobami. That's a great advice, and that is a preparation. Knowing your child's medical history and following the post-vaccination guideline according to what the doctor tell you, and reduce risk and help ensure safety to all our beautiful listeners out there. I got a comment from one of our listeners. This person said, I am a parent and this video has made me worried. Should I delay my child for vaccination? Mrs. Ayobami, are you there?
I can hear you now.
Yeah, I got a comment from one of our listeners out there. She said, I am a parent and this video has made me worried. Should I delay my child's vaccination?
No, shouldn't. The vaccination has more advantage than the disadvantage. So it will do our child good.
More advantage. Yeah.
Yes. But like you said earlier, family history is very, very important.
Okay.
Family history is very, very, very important. So if you know you have so conditions in your family, please tell your doctor before the vaccination.
Before the vaccination. Like this person left a comment again, I think is familiar to what you're saying at the moment. My baby had mild fever after vaccination. Is this normal?
Yeah, it's normal.
It's normal. So please, if you are the one that dropped these comments, calm down. Be rest assured it is normal. So this person dropped another comment. I want to know how to ensure my child is safe before taking them for vaccine.
Once your baby is healthy, you know deep down.
Your baby is healthy.
That baby is healthy.
You can go ahead.
Yes, you can go ahead for the vaccination.
Okay, so thank you so much for the beautiful comments. Go ahead as anything, just go to your doctor, any of your complaints, the way your child is feeling, explain to the doctor before taking any vaccination. Ask question, always ask question, and thanks for always dropping comments. To move to my last question for Mrs. Ayobami, finally to my question to you. Many parents are worried because of the video like the one we just described right now. How can a parent separate medical facts from viral stories of fear online? Because now most parents are scared after listening or watching the video on here. What should we say about it? Because they are worried now.
Okay, and I do tell people, the first thing you need to do is know your child. Know your child before any. You see, we have children. Even common paracetamol can kill. This small paracetamol that you see, you can give it to, and there will be side effects. You start saying different types of things. So it does not mean the vaccine given to child in that cause that thing initially. You know, there are some parents that they don't know their child. A child can be going through a kind of, and the parents will not know before getting the child vaccinated. So that is why it says, know your child. If your child behaves this way or your child body system changes this way, you should know as a parent, this is not your child. So
they are expected to see some symptoms.
Yes, so parents lack that aspect a lot. They'll say, it is normal. If your child that has a temperature of 35.5 or 4, and all of a sudden, the temperature changes to 37 point something or 38%, then you should know the control of that child. You shouldn't just go ahead and give the child a paracetamol, believe it will go. Fine, the temperature will go down, but that does not mean what is that temperature at on. So it sounds with that kind of a thing. Just imagine he's being sick for vaccination. What do you feel will happen?
Yeah.
So know your child very well before getting vaccinated.
Okay, thank you so much, Mrs. Ayobami, for your time and a beautiful insight. Thank you so much for the advice you gave a lot of parents out there, and thank you to all our listeners who shared their experience, who shared their comments, and here are the few key takeaway before we wrap up today's program. You see, vaccine like yellow fever are life-saving and highly recommended. Serious complications are extremely rare, but awareness and proper monitoring are the key point I want you to hold. Always consult your pediatricians or trusted health professional if you notice anything unusual on your child's body. Don't let fear online override medical facts. Reliable sources matters. Ask questions from your medical doctor. Ask questions from them. So thank you so much, Mrs. Ayobami. Thank you again for the beautiful insights you gave us today on Overt Radio. We really love your time. We cherish your time. We cherish everything. I would love to have you next time. We'll be glad to always have you on our health talk on Overt Radio.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time, Mrs. Ayobami. Okay, to my beautiful listeners out there, to all my wonderful listeners, I want you to remember one thing: immunization saves life. Yes, immunization saves lives. I want you to always stay informed, stay calm, and take care of your little ones, your baby. Take care of them, and always listen, be updated, listen to informations online to know, yes, these are the